Hey coaches, it's Lee here, just running through the session plan for this coming week. Wanted to run you through kind of the process, especially as we'll have a couple of new people out there with us. So we'll have check-in as always. Check-in will take place with me. They'll come to me. I'll get them in on my phone. We're starting to know all the players' names now, so it's pretty easy. It's pretty smooth. And we'll do the balances that we did last week. If you check in on our Facebook event for week 3, you'll see that I've put the videos on there that we're doing. We're doing the balance of the foot with around the world and then balance on the head. So that's something for you guys to practice too and see if you can show off to the kids. As always, this is heavy involvement. This is where you're going to be on the field with the kids, showing them how to do it or helping them do it more so, giving them kind of easy way outs of balancing the ball, holding the ball on their head and things like that. Then once we kind of go through that, we'll give the kids each a few times to show off in front of everybody, see if they can do those skills. And then we're going to move into pickups. So pickups of the ball is just simply how do they get the ball in the air. So the classic one would be the rainbow where they try and flick it over the head. But there's all sorts of little scoops and jumps that you can do with the ball. So we need to have a think about how you can do it. And then of course once we've done the pickups, can they juggle 1, 2 or 3 times depending on their level. That's going to be really important for the kids to then continue what they're doing the pickups for. And then if we start getting really good kids, then we can start tying these balances into the pickups and so on. And suddenly they've got plenty of practice to be doing at home. So then we'll move into our core practice. This is going to be one big practice that we'll do this week, and you'll kind of see I've set it out here. Now, let me just kind of run through it. It's 2v1, so it's me and my partner. Me and my partner getting to the goal. So the simple setup, we have the goals at the ends here, and then I've put in a yellow line here. This is going to be what we call the offside line. You'll see I've kind of lined it out here. But we'll use it as more of a starting point for the defender to make sure the defender moves up the field. Then they're instantly in confrontation with the players that are receiving the ball, whether they're coming in from the front or in from the back. Now, you see the left game, the field split left and right. On the left-hand side, the players will start next to each other. The ball will come in from the passer, and then they'll play 1v1. And then this player making sure that once he's passed the ball, he now comes and joins in the game too. So they're going to play a 2v1 that way. Then, to make this a little more advanced, we give them some time, 6 seconds, 5 seconds, depending on the ability of the player. And then this player over here can jump in the game and play. So she can add in, and that'll make it a 2v2. Now, the really important thing here is that, of course, with the younger players, we don't necessarily have the numbers, so I don't anticipate us getting beyond a 2v1. But we've always got a plan so we can have a 2v2 there. And just know that, especially with our older groups, when we have more players, one of you will be a coach responsible for the group standing here, and you could well have 2 games running like this. Now, I think there might be enough junior coaches out there, so we could have one here and one here, but just so you know that there could be 2 games going on at once that you'll be responsible for managing. You'll see I've also set out a goal on each end for the defender. It's really important that if the defender wins the ball here, they can score in either one of those goals. So then on the right game, a very similar setup, except this time the blue player is going to start in front of the defender. So they get used to having the ball with pressure on their back. And then the idea being that a lot of kids will just turn into pressure. So in this game, it's about this player. Once they've played it, how do they then join in the game to play a 2v1? Now, the blue player that receives it right here does not have to pass it, of course. They can simply turn and score a goal. That's not a problem. And it's important that this player still joins in, still acts like they're part of the game. And of course, to make it a little more advanced, we're looking for, if this player plays a negative pass into our blue passer, then the red player, give them again 5 seconds, 6 seconds, then they can jump in and play a 2v2 with pressure coming from behind that way also. So then our basic coaching points, we always talk about vision. Can the players see? Is their head up? Can they see the defender? Can they see the goal? Can they see their teammate? I mentioned control, and not just control of the ball, but control of the game. Do they have to pass? No, they do not have to pass, especially when they're facing up against the defender. We've taught them enough skills that they could use to then start beating these defenders pretty comfortably. Speed, you all identify it when they're playing, that speed is often the problem. They stop with the ball, and in a game you lose the ball if you stop with it. Then, as I mentioned, skills and then scoring goals. So if you have any questions, definitely let me know when we get out on the field. But I wanted to run through this with you to kind of let you know your expectations. Now, remember, as we kind of head into week 3, you'll be taking over more and more of the practices with me kind of taking a little step back so I can see you coach and I can help you out as opposed to helping the players more so. And kind of the responsibility will start falling on you guys now to make sure that the play is flowing, to make sure the kids are happy. You'll see on a final note here, here, something that we need to start doing a little bit more of. I've put 2 to 4 minutes on this stopwatch. It says 2 to 4. And the idea being that we play for 2 to 4 minutes with one defender or with 2 defenders, however the game's going. Then after those 2 to 4 minutes, that's when we change the defender. Don't wait on me to change the defender. You'll get a feeling for them when they might get tired, they might become disheartened because they're conceding goals, or they might be completely dominating the game and they're better than everyone else. And that's a good reason for us to then start changing defenders. Everybody should be a defender, everybody should be an attacker. It's a part of the game. It's not highlighting one position over another, but it's creating players that can play in all positions. So if you have any questions, definitely let me know. But otherwise, this is the plan, and I've emailed it to you as a PDF too, and I will see you on the field.